Peace to everybody. This is about Tyler Perry. Reveals the racist history behind his Atlanta studio and why he hopes it'll inspire black creatives. Now, as you know, Tyler Perry had played Madea in a bunch of movies, but unfortunately, he decided to retire Madea because he wanted to do other things, but he's keeping the door open for Madea to come back in the near future, but right now he's not doing that because he's doing other things. During his acceptance speech at the 2019 BET Awards, the acclaimed director revealed the truth behind the land Tyler Perry Studios was built on in Atlanta. Yeah, so at his speech at the BET Awards, he revealed the whole truth about it, and that his studio was built on in Atlanta. And as you can see here in the picture is Tyler Perry. As you know, he was Madea, and unfortunately, he retired Madea. When Tyler Perry accepted the Icon Award at the 2019 BET Awards on Sunday night, he gave a whole world fit for any pulpit on Sunday morning. So while he was accepted the Icon Award, he gave a whole word. And that was what he did. The acclaimed director also spoke on the truth about where he built his Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta and the reason why he chose the property. So he spoke on it about his studio and of course the inspirational why he chose the property. When I built my studio, Perry explained, it was in the poorest black neighborhood in Atlanta, so the kids can see that a black man did that and they can too. Yeah, so he explained about his studio. The children, they wanted to learn it and how they can do it too, because it was built in the poorest neighborhood in Atlanta, Georgia. The studio was once a Confederate Army base, he said, of the land known as Fort McPherson, which was previously used as a Confederate Army base during Civil War, when the South fought to keep black people enslaved. So that's exactly what happened during that time, during the Civil War. They fought the South, they kept the black people enslaved, and it used to be a Confederate Army base, but now not anymore because of his studio being there. But I guess it will always be a Confederate Army base, and the Confederate Army base during the Civil War. And of course, a lot of things happened during that time in the Civil War. So this is why Tyler Perry chose that place where he built his studio. And as you can see here, here's his Twitter, Tyler Perry, but it was posted or retweeted by Big General. And of course you can see the tweets that he has done. According to his website, Perry purchased 330 acres of the land in June 2015, which now holds 12 sound stages for movie productions. So that's a lot of movie productions that he's done. 330 acres, yeah, it does hold a lot of stage productions, movie productions, 12 sounds at that too. On stage, Perry added that although the land started off as a place where soldiers were plotting and planning to keep Negroes enslaved, now that land is owned by one Negro. And I don't like to use that word, but in this case it's only a one-time thing to be using. So Perry did add, although yeah, the land where the soldiers were plotting and planning. So they were plotting and planning their killing during the Civil War at the time, and of course to keep the black men enslaved as well. And now that Tyler Perry owns that part of the land. And here is the picture of Tyler Perry, and I know people are accusing him of being homosexual. That's not true at all. He has a wife and kids, but if he is homosexual, so what? Who cares? Who are you to judge? People accuse him of that. It's ridiculous. I don't want to be an icon, the director continued. I want to be an inspiration. So he doesn't want to be a director. He wants to be an inspiration for the children in Atlanta, where his studio is. Perry concluded his inspirational acceptance speech by giving advice to every dreamer in this room. Own your stuff, he advised. Own your business, if that's a word. And so Perry is telling people to own your own business, own your stuff, and everything else. So this is his acceptance speech by giving advice to every dreamer in the room. So Tyler Perry is doing the right thing by giving advice to the children to own your stuff and of course own your business. So that's what he wants the people to do. Leave your comments below. I am out.